Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Now, I'm here to answer, instead of asking you guys a question, I'm here to answer a question that maybe some of you have been having. If you've been following my videos for quite some time, you've heard me say that I don't like seeing human faces. I'm not entirely 100% fond of seeing human characters, seeing human faces in video games all the time. You've heard me say I love helmets, I love masks, I love things that cover up the face and look cool, and I think this was worth a video. I think it's time I told you guys why I prefer faceless characters in video games. Let's start off with the most obvious. Masks and helmets, they look cool. They look really, really cool. Masks and helmets have the potential to have awesome designs, whether it's a fantasy game or a sci-fi game, or hell, even a modern present-day military thing. Helmets have the possibility of making you just look cool, making you look awesome, whether it makes you look like a knight, like a cyborg, like a badass version of a stormtrooper, doesn't matter. Face masks and helmets can just make you look cool. Because let's be honest here, how many cool, badass looking human faces have you seen? I'm sure you could name a few, but a mask, a helmet, it's just so much more memorable because we see human faces every day. Every day we see human faces, friends, family, people on the web that we watch, we see human faces all the time. So when we see someone wearing a mask or a helmet, it makes them all the more memorable because they have no human face features. They have a completely different texture, a visor perhaps, eye slots, something that covers their mouth, maybe a breather. It's just, to me, more interesting, more cool looking, more memorable, a mask or a helmet instead of a human face. Why do you think characters like the nanosuit soldiers from the Crisis series, Master Chief from Halo, Isaac Clarke from Dead Space — yes, I know Isaac Clarke technically has a face, but most of the time he's wearing his badass helmet. Why do you think those characters are so memorable? Because of their masks, their helmets, the fact that you don't see the human qualities or human features of their face, you just see them wearing this unique, almost alien-looking helmet. Reason number 2, I prefer killing faceless stormtroopers over real people. When you see a bad guy wearing a mask or a helmet, it's easy to dehumanize them and see them nothing more as video game stormtrooper number 99 and see them as just a stock henchman, minion. There's nothing human about him, he's just a faceless crony. It's easy to kill someone or beat someone up that's just a faceless stormtrooper. Because from time to time, I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks or feel this, from time to time, when you see human faces on video game enemies, you start to think, man, theoretically, I wonder what happened in this person's life that drove them to this. Who was this person? What was their name? Did he have a wife or kids? Was he doing this out of desperation? Did I just kill an innocent man? Maybe he was an undercover cop or undercover secret agent and I just killed him. Who was this person? Why did he do what he do? Why was he on the Russian side, the terrorist side? Why was he on the mercenary side? Why was he doing what he was doing? This person. Because I know it's a person. I'm seeing their face. It's hard to dehumanize someone when you see a human face on the enemy you just shot, or beat up, or stabbed. You start to think to yourself when you kill like a human enemy that has a face, and you see their face. You start to think, who was this guy? Did I just end a human life in this video game world? I know that might be going a bit too deep, a bit too theoretical, a bit too heavy-handed. I know some people don't want to talk about dark shit like this, but this is stuff I think about sometimes. This is stuff that comes to me when I kill these human-looking characters, these characters with human faces. I think about, who were these people in this video game universe? Who was this human being that I just shot or stabbed or killed? Granted, it can be immersive and satisfying if you're playing a bad guy or just certain type of character in the modern age. Like say you're playing as a secret agent or an assassin or something like that, you can probably get away with killing these human thugs, these thugs with faces. You can get away with that because you can say, I'm the good guy, I'm doing the right thing, this is a special mission, these are bad guys, they're trying to kill me. However, in games like Grand Theft Auto, Watch Dogs, and even Call of Duty, I think to myself, man, who were these? Were these people? Did I just kill people? I know they're not real people, but in a theoretical sense, were these human beings with lives and purposes? Were they undercover good guys? Something like that. That crap comes to mind. But when you put a mask on them, when you put a helmet on them, it's easy to dehumanize them and just see them as henchmen, as minions, as lackeys, as video game stormtroopers. And it becomes easier to kill someone that you can kind of say gave up their humanity almost. However, the one time I can say this has worked, where you have people, humans with faces, like I said, if it's special, like if you're a secret agent or a hitman, you're not playing a 100% good guy, bit of an anti-hero, it can be satisfying to, I can't believe I'm saying this, it can be satisfying to kill these people with faces like you see in the movies and on television. You get to live those moments you see. However, I can say this does work for Nazis, because you want to see the face of true human evil, and Nazis are the way to express it. That's why games like Wolfenstein and even some Call of Duties can get away with this, can get away with killing guys with faces with me, and I enjoy playing those games, because they're Nazis. Nazis are evil. They're scumbags. They're pieces of shit. You want to kill Nazis. There's nothing wrong with killing Nazis. They're Nazis. And my final reason why I prefer faceless characters, characters with masks and helmets, over characters with human faces, is because with a helmet, mask, something that covers the human face, it becomes a lot more fun. It becomes more challenging to define, discern, create a character from that. Because in order to tell what this character is thinking, or what emotions they're feeling, you have to look at their body, not their face. You gotta look at how they're moving, what they're doing with their hands. You gotta see the expressions they're making with their body, and in some ways, that can create a more interesting character, a more engrossing character than a character with a face, because we can discern and define a human character all the time from human faces and facial expressions. But with a character with a mask or a helmet, you have to define and create this character from their body movements or their voice. And it makes them all the more interesting and all the more memorable, to me at least. And that's why I prefer faceless characters, characters with helmets and masks, over characters with human faces. I think that's been a video. If you agree with me, hit that like button and support that video. If you want to talk about the subject about faceless characters, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you agree with me? Do you have your own opinion on faceless characters? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to support me directly, support my channel, please subscribe and keep up to date with upcoming video content. Well, that's been a video, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.